8:35, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Um, I'm Richard Smith with Calibre Home Inspections, engineer-directed company, 25 plus years, inspecting homes and protecting dreams. So we are here to answer any questions for you. If you've got questions, we are planning on doing this every Wednesday morning at 8:35. So be here would be a good time to ask questions. If you have anything about your house, or anything about an inspection report, if it's very, I like answering general questions on this platform. Any specific questions or anything, we can just feel free to call me after outside of this meeting. So we are looking at, we've got a lot going on in the office. So I'm just pulling some notes together on what we talked about. Right now, it's right before Christmas. It's the Wednesday before Christmas, and um, all through the house, uh, we have we have filled gutters with leaves. It's time to get those. Should be all the leaves are down right now. We had a good storm this past weekend, and that should have brought the rest of them down. Traditionally, it's always a week or two, or the week before Christmas is the last day of fall, and all the leaves have fallen. So, real good time to get the leaves out of your gutters. If you're only going to do it once a year, this is the time to do it. So, we have another gutter video about putting tops on them, and ran a little experiment on my own house. I've got trees all over. I don't have any trees directly hanging over my house. In the event a branch falls, I don't want it to hit the roof. That's always a good rule of thumb. Um, However, I've got many trees. I'm pretty much I've got a couple acres and a lot of trees. It looks like a little hunting cabin in the woods. Uh so gutters. Now is the time to do your gutters. I have this home maintenance tip that you can actually print off my website, and we can it has it broken down by quarter, and then yearly has yearly things at the bottom. So that's good. That would be good opportunity for you to print that off. I would actually laminate it and post it somewhere you have a shop or something that would lend itself to maintenance tools. So it will remind you on what you're supposed to be working on that quarter. I'm going to look at winter. We've got winter before our next meeting, the first day of winter. So um, the first thing on there is clean gutters just before Christmas. So there you have it. Next is turn off or cover hose bibs. um, Really, in North Georgia, we don't have real hard freezes usually. I keep my eye on the weather. I've been here 50 years in Georgia, North Georgia, and I can only remember twice in the past probably 15 years when we've got down to 5 degrees or single digits. So that was really kind of scary. Went around my house and um, battened down the hatches essentially. And those two times I heard many stories about water pipes busting, and we had an incident too. I thought something was covered in the attic because I have a bonus room with a bathroom above my garage. Uh, and we had the unfortunate situation of that pipe busting. The weak link was the joint, which I was surprised. But so there are little covers you can put on the hose bibs to make sure they don't freeze. The best thing to do is actually turn it off from the inside. If you have a valve on the inside, you should. And then open up the valve on the outside. It takes the pressure off and allows the water to possibly drip out, but usually you won't have any drips. You might have one drip or something. It doesn't pour out like you would expect. It's kind of like a bottle. You take the cap off, hold it upside down, and you can actually hold the bottle completely upside down, and the vacuum pressure on the bottom will not allow the water to come out if it's just in the right situation. So, test run your generator. If we're going to have an ice storm, we're going to have trees knocked over. It's going to be right about now. Starting now for the next couple months, you have a possibility of losing power. So just keep that in mind. If you got, what you might want to do is just monitor your expensive electrical items, unplug them, and then turn your main off outside and see how you survive. That's a nice little weekend excitement project. See how the generators work, see how your camping stove works, see how all that stuff, make sure everything is operating. Those are the big things. Then we have things that I like to do in the winter, and I've got a big long checklist of those, and they're quick little tests. I'm just looking through it right now. And we will probably go through this next time. I was hoping to get a question or even a guest speaker today, but we're probably going to look at guest speakers lining up for all of next year. We're going to start that. It won't be every time, of course, but there are a few people I want to have on, and I've got a contractor referral list on my website, so that is something that might be a benefit for you. It is a list of contractors that I have used. I don't background check them. I don't vet them. I don't check their licenses or anything, but I've heard that they were good, so I tried them. And they served me properly, and that's my that's how I would make a referral. So I put them on my website, and I found that I don't have that many contractors myself. So I asked my team. My team came up with some other contractors, and I kept the word going. And I got some others from realtors who said people have done a good job for them. They were reasonable, they were ethical, and that type of thing. So they went on my website. I've got 40 different categories now. I've got about average, probably 2+ in each category. So we try to give you a choice because some people may not be available. So that's your contractor referral list, and you go to resources on the webpage. So we are hoping you maintain your house properly. That's it for today. I just wanted to mention that specifically about your gutters, and we will go through a big checklist for winter on down in the near future. So we will call it a day for now. If you have questions, please keep us in mind. If you have friends that ask you about your house, about their house, please pass our name on. If you know anybody buying a house, pass our name on. We inspect homes and protect dreams. And we are the best independent home advocate you could choose. So thanks for being with us today, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks a lot.